mean, I could blow your mind away by telling you that we have over 100 people that make a lot of money. Like between $50,000 to $500,000 a month. And I'm not lying. I always trust the woman that says, I'm not lying. That the company is violating the consent decree by marketing the LuLaRoe business opportunity with atypical income claims, such as being able to earn substantial income, quit your full-time job, retire your spouse, financially support your family, and achieve financial freedom without including any income disclosures. If you know that this company is being sued for being a pyramid scheme, don't sign up for it, okay? Just don't. And want to earn full-time income for part-time work? Ask me how. Hello, all of my beautiful people. How are you doing today? So I know I look like a cloud right now. What is LuLaRoe being sued for? I'm sure that is exactly what you are asking yourselves. Well, LuLaRoe is being sued for being a pyramid scheme. You know how everyone says MLMs aren't pyramid schemes? Well, guess what? So let's get into it. And also think it's only a matter of time before all the companies end up facing this. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope that you are very, very well. My name is Beth, or Queen of Spade. Please do give this video a like. Subscribe if you're new, please. And now, without further ado, let's throw some spade. You know, do the video and stuff. In 2019, the state of Washington filed a lawsuit against the California-based clothing MLM LuLaRoe for its alleged operation of an illegal pyramid scheme. That lawsuit resulted in a February 2021 consent decree that, among other things, permanently prohibits LuLaRoe from misrepresenting to Washington residents or making misrepresentations in the state of Washington. Think they're gonna stop that? That participants will or are likely to achieve substantial income or profit, including through discussion of lifestyle changes tied to compensation from the business opportunity. An ongoing Tina.org investigation of LuLaRoe's marketing found evidence that the company is violating the consent decree by marketing the LuLaRoe business opportunity with atypical income claims, such as being able to earn substantial income, quit your full-time job, retire your spouse, financially support your family, and achieve financial freedom without including any income disclosures. If they are going to make some kind of financial claim, they have to put a disclaimer in the post that is not, they're not saying everyone can come up with these results. And they also have to show the income disclosure statement. They're not doing that. Many of these deceptive income claims are published on company platforms, including its website and social media pages, like the actual LuLaRoe pages. Not just the Huns, no, the actual company pages. And include statements made by LuLaRoe founder Deanne Stidham. And again, if you want to know a little bit more about her, I highly recommend watching my Trade in Your Life for Tights video. I show what kind of woman that is. Not much of one, let me tell you. The February 2021 consent decree also requires LuLaRoe to maintain unmodified graphics in its Washington income disclosure, but Tina.org found that the company modified the graphics in its income disclosure statement by changing certain colors used in a retail profit bar graph to de-emphasize the fact that nearly 20% of LuLaRoe distributors either made no money, zero, or lost money, so they're in the minuses, last year. As a result of these findings, Tina.org sent a complaint letter on April 2nd, 2021 to the State of Washington Attorney General's office, urging it to reopen its investigation of LuLaRoe and take appropriate enforcement action. I mean, we gave them a chance. They already got sued by several ex-consultants, and they didn't listen, seemed to think it was a joke, kept doing the behavior they weren't supposed to. So here we are again. So here it says that this was filed in March of 2021. It's, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm going to mess up this name. Ponky versus LuLaRoe Inc. Okay. And obviously Ponky, I hope I'm saying that right, is AL. That means that Punky is also representing other people in this lawsuit as well. And the allegations, again, are that they are a pyramid scheme. So my whole thing is, if you know that this company is being sued for being a pyramid scheme, don't sign up for it, okay? Just don't. And also think it's only a matter of time before all the companies end up facing this. They all run on the same business model. Again, do check out my LuLaRoe videos. I've been talking about this company for quite a while, you know, since, well, I'll say my first video on them was really the 15th of January, 2020. So check it out. So they actually want a full jury trial, which honestly I'm kind of glad to hear. Plaintiff Jessica Ponky brings this action against corporate defendants LuLaRoe Inc., LuLaRoe LLC, and Lennon Leasing LLC, collectively corporate defendants or LuLaRoe, individual defendants Mark A. Stidham and Deanne S. Brady, aka Deanne Stidham. Collectively, individual defendants and does 1 to 30 inclusive, corporate defendants, individual defendants, and does 130 are hereinafter collectively referred to as defendants. Introduction to the case. LuLaRoe is an unlawful fraudulent pyramid scheme which preys on stay-at-home mothers, promising them that they can generate substantial income while still being able to spend time at home with their families. LuLaRoe recruits these mothers to become consultants. When joining, these recruited consultants believe that they will be able to sell LuLaRoe's various clothing items to a retail market. And they're expensive. Since its inception in approximately 2013, the LuLaRoe pyramid scheme has generated billions of dollars in revenue. Billions. And at one point had approximately 80,000 to 100,000 consultants, all including plaintiff defined below, who paid thousands, again, thousands of dollars for the initial opportunity to purchase from LuLaRoe's clothing items for the purpose of selling such items. However, from its inception to at least the middle of 2017, LuLaRoe's consultants' primary income was derived from their ability to recruit other participants into the LuLaRoe scheme, rather than the sales of products to ultimate users. Now, here's the thing, that's all MLMs. So you have to think, all of MLMs are very dependent on recruiting others in order to even make a wage. If you are not making money solely on the sale of your products and you have to depend on recruiting, you are in a pyramid scheme. Your company can get this type of lawsuit done. And sis, you can even be the one to do it. Defendants at all times had expressed knowledge that the LuLaRoe structure was an illegal pyramid scheme. They know what they're doing. So, although putting in the effort, the plaintiff, like other LuLaRoe consultants, failed because she was doomed from the start by the LuLaRoe plan that systematically rewarded recruiting consultants over retail sales of the product. This was a plan where LuLaRoe paid a significant portion of every dollar that plaintiff and other consultants paid for LuLaRoe products to others in the form of bonuses, regardless of the consultant's actual retail sales. This was a plan where millions were paid to those few at the top, which is basically Mark and Dan, at the expense of the many at the bottom of the pyramid. LuLaRoe was started by Mark Stidham and Deanne Brady, who essentially sit at the very top of the pyramid in order to enrich themselves through a calculated endless chain scheme. Upon information and belief, Stidham and Brady have earned hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions in profit for themselves on the backs of women who were seeking a legitimate business opportunity where they could earn income while spending more time with their families. Again, we're just talking about LuLaRoe right now, but that's all MLM companies. Moreover, in order to further induce the consultants, including plaintiff, to continue purchasing substantial amounts of LuLaRoe inventory, defendants made material misrepresentations and omissions, including but not limited to representing to consultants that as long as they buy more LuLaRoe products, they will sell more LuLaRoe products, representing that there is nothing to lose because LuLaRoe will honor a full 100% return policy with free shipping and handling, of course, and admitting that the LuLaRoe quality of product is declining and that the market is saturated, all while providing misleading income statements and retailer maps. All of these representations and omissions were untrue, deceptive, and or misleading. Yeah, they were. Consequently, all defendants, through their contrivance, preparation, setup, proposal, and operation of LuLaRoe, have contrived, prepared, set up, proposed, and operated an unlawful pyramid scheme in violation of the California Penal Code 327, which also forms the basis of a violation of the unfair competition law and the false advertising law. In case you're wondering what laws your MLMs are all breaking. LuLaRoe's unlawful, fraudulent, and unfair scheme has affected tens of thousands of consultants all across the country of the USA. Don't even mention the UK and Canada, by the way. So just think of that. And has been recognized by governmental agencies as an illegal scheme. For example, on or about January 23, 2019, the Washington Attorney General filed suit against defendants in King County Superior Court, alleging that LuLaRoe is an unlawful pyramid scheme. And we have discussed that on my channel before. Additionally, defendants in violation of civil code have operated an unlawful seller-assisted marketing plan, which also independently forms the basis of a violation of the unfair competition law and the false advertising law. Moreover, given defendants' further misrepresentations and omissions, as well as breaches of contract, because again, they were already supposed to be following these rules from just having gotten sued and settling that at the beginning of February, and then at the end of February, this gets filed. So now they are also in breach of contract, California Corporations Code violations, and RICO claims against them. The defendants, LuLaRoe, Deanne, and Mark. Fuck you too. Okay, let's get into the meat of this, all right? Unlawful compensation structure. Any consultant who signs up for the LuLaRoe MLM and pays the initial onboarding fee, which can range, get this, from $2,000 to $9,000 or more, depending on which package you get. So the minimum amount that you can sign up for this company is $2,000. You gonna work out $2,000 to sign up for LuLaRoe now? So they are all, of course, once you sign up, eligible to participate in LuLaRoe's leadership bonus plan. Yay! The plaintiff paid such an onboarding fee to LuLaRoe. LuLaRoe's leadership bonus plan gave consultants a right to receive compensation entirely based on the recruitment of other persons as participants in the LuLaRoe MLM. So since LuLaRoe had an actual leadership bonus plan that gave the consultants something when they recruited people, it is a lot easier for the court to prove that they are giving bonuses or paying their consultants for recruitment. But don't think that all your MLMs get a free pass just because they ain't doing that exactly. So LuLaRoe incentivized existing consultants to recruit and sponsor new consultants, and to encourage them and their recruits to purchase large amounts of inventory by basing its bonus structure on the dollar amount of wholesale orders paid for, instead of on bona fide retail sales to end consumers. The leadership bonus plan rewarded consultants based on a percentage of the personal volume, or total pieces, ordered, for which payments were received in a calendar month of their team. LuLaRoe's leadership bonus plan generally had 4 tiers of status, which consultants qualified for based upon the number of inventory pieces purchased by a consultant and her or his team, referred to as group volume, and all MLMs work this way, and the number and status of recruits in a consultant's team. Any consultant could participate in the leadership bonus plan by recruiting consultants to be part of their teams. The leadership bonus plan was generally structured as follows. Sponsors were the lowest tier. Any consultant could become a sponsor by recruiting consultants. Sponsors who met a minimum purchase requirement of 175 pieces per month. Good luck. And they were eligible for a 5% override bonus on the personal volume, so payments received of their sponsored consultants. So anyone underneath them would give them 5% when they sold these pieces. They even gave us a diagram. The trainers were second tier, and they had to qualify with 250 pieces, and 100 of which must be generated by their own personal orders, which meant that if you wanted to be a trainer, you would have to then spend $100 every month yourself on your own orders. And then you had to have a total of 10 fashion consultants on your team and 1,750 total group pieces ordered and paid for. Then they were also eligible to earn qualification points to reduce their own personal purchase requirement. Trainers earn a 5% bonus on personally sponsored consultants, so ones that they signed up their very selves, and then anyone that their team would sign up under them, you get 3% of those people. The trainers do. Does that make sense? I know. Should we draw a chart for this? I don't want to. I spent a whole year drawing charts as an MLM hun. Makes my head hurt. They make it confusing on purpose so that they can manipulate you and talk in circles all around all this, making it sound like it's something really easy. But like I said, good luck selling 150 pieces and then having to buy 100 of your own. And then making everybody else on the team sell 1,500 pieces. If it sounds impossible, it's because it pretty much is. So there's the little chart they gave us. Yeah, you got a big dress at the top with some skirts underneath. But yes, this is how it would go. So you would get 5% of the 3 underneath you, and then all the ones underneath them, you get 3% of, and all the ones under them, you get 3%, and all the ones under them, you get 3%, and all the ones under them, you get 3%. And then I believe it stops, because after 4 levels, they don't pay you anymore. Yay! So coaches were the third tier. Coaches had to meet the requirements of a trainer and have at least 3 first-level trainers. So they had to have 3 trainers underneath them. And they had to have a minimum group volume of 1,700 pieces. And they were eligible for trainer leadership bonuses in addition to 1% of the dollar amount of any second-level leaders group volume. So they get 1% of their next leaders under them, like all of their trainers group volume. And then they were also eligible to receive leadership points, and they could be cashed out or be used for other rewards, such as the LuLaRoe cruise. Yes, sign me up for that so that I can jump off the ship. This is what that looked like. Aren't they beautiful? Nothing's beautiful about this. I couldn't even think of anything to compare it to, okay? Mentors are the top tier. Now, I just want to bring up, LuLaRoe only had 4 tiers. One of the things that I hear often is that an MLM has to have like a whole bunch of tiers in order to be an MLM. You know, like when I did my video on Earthley and they were like, there's only 3 or 4 tiers. They're not an MLM if they only have 3 or 4 tiers. Well, sweetie, LuLaRoe only has 4 tiers and they aren't only an MLM. They have been sued twice now within the same year of being a pyramid scheme. I'm just throwing that out there, you know, just throwing it out there like a spade, and then hopefully it doesn't catch you in the face or something. So mentors were at the very top, and to qualify as a mentor, a consultant had to meet the requirements of a trainer and have at least 3 leadership lines with coaches or above. I know, doesn't this sound so confusing? Imagine trying to become one, right? 3 additional leadership lines. In addition to the coach bonuses, they're also eligible to earn 1% of the dollar amount of the total inventory purchases of all their 3rd level leader teams. So that would look like this. And as you can see, they would need to have at least 3 coaches, probably a few different trainers, and then underneath them, it looks like they also need to have a coach and a trainer as well as normal consultants. Beautiful, isn't it? Income earned through the leadership bonus plan significantly dwarfed retail profits for top consultants. At a leadership conference themed Be the Light, imagine you're ripping everyone off and then you have a freaking conference for your leaders called Be the Light. Yeah, you're gonna lead me all the way to bankruptcy with that light. And it was hosted at the Riverside Convention Center in California in January 2017. Defendant Brady asked consultants to publicly state their last month's total retail sales and bonus checks. Consultant at Defendant Brady's direction announced the amounts of their monthly bonus checks, which range from $85,000 to $307,000, compared to their monthly retail sales, which range from $12,000 to $25,000. It was clear that the primary opportunity for compensation was not through sale of LuLaRoe apparel. No, no, no. It was because of the bonuses that they earned through recruiting, just like with all the other MLMs. Defendants were able to sell substantial amounts of inventory to the downline consultants who had difficulty making money on their own sales to end consumers. By pushing sales to consultants and the recruitment of consultants, the market became oversaturated with consultants and products. And yes, people have boxes and boxes and boxes of LuLaRoe in their garage. Their sales, LuLaRoe's sales, and marketing activities similarly emphasize recruiting individuals into the LuLaRoe MLM and encouraging inventory purchases in connection with their participation, rather bona fide retail sales. As stated in their marketing materials, one of the greatest financial awards LuLaRoe has to offer consultants is its proven leadership bonus plan, where you can earn significant income when you sponsor and build a strong TEAM that has consistently grown sales. Defendants promote the LuLaRoe program through a variety of channels, including websites, social media, videos, testimonials, weekly webinars, conference calls, training calls, and live presentations and meetings at conferences. Defendants used a number of channels to promote the LuLaRoe program, such as opportunity calls. Wouldn't that be fucking annoying? Don't call me at dinner time asking me if I want to join LuLaRoe, damn it. Opportunity events, trader calls, and pop-ups. LuLaRoe's core management team, including defendants Stidham and Brady, plan, host, and execute opportunity calls, opportunity events, and trainer calls. Through each of these channels, defendants encourage consumers, including the plaintiff, to become LuLaRoe consultants and to recruit others, including friends and family members, to do the same. In trainings, defendants represent that a key to success is buy more, sell more. Assholes. This buy more, sell more was a practice done to encourage inventory loading by inducing consultants to purchase as much inventory as possible. Assholes. Profiting those at the top, in other words, Mark and Deanne. Assholes. Defendants further emphasize the key to success is growing group volume to receive large rewards through the leadership bonus plan. Defendant's goal was to have the consultant purchase more product rather than focus on the actual end sales to consumers. You don't say. Defendants further encourage consultants to continue buying more and more product and more and more and more and more, encouraging them to take 100% of all profits earned from sales to purchase more. Assholes. So then, when you do make the money, you are told to just put it all back and buy more product with it. So you're really making money there, sis. No. So they also are, of course, in trouble because of their business opportunity and income claims. So let's read a few of them because it's fun, but I think you guys will get really bored if I just sit here and read through the whole lawsuit. You can get the gist of it, and I will leave the link to it down below if you do want to come and read through the whole thing. Be my guest. I highly recommend it. Don't ever just take my word for what I'm talking about on here. Always go and double check my shit, and if I'm wrong, come tell me I'm wrong. I'm not a perfect person. Assholes. Some of the income claims that they have made for, their promotions. Print materials for recruiting distributed by LuLaRoe state. Make a full-time income doing part-time work. Become a LuLaRoe independent business owner. And want to earn full-time income for part-time work? Ask me how. They also have a document that's titled, How Long to Pay Back My Initial Investment, and that LuLaRoe is a simple business in which they can earn full-time income for part-time work. Defendants claim that with LuLaRoe, in a matter of a few months, you can completely repay your initial investment and have money in the bank. LuLaRoe encouraged consultants to frame and hang these print materials at pop-up parties and distribute these materials to potential recruits. At an opportunity event in 2015, defendants to him also made similar lifestyle claims of full-time work on part-time work. We started this business on the premise that you can make a full-time income on part-time work, all right? I always boil that down to this. A party takes about 5 hours. We say it takes 5 hours because the party itself takes about an hour and a half because you gotta set it up. You take it down. You gotta call the hostess. You gotta call and prep the hostess. You have to organize your inventory so you have lots of ancillary activities that goes with the party. So I think it's very generous. She says so more than I do. I think it's very generous to say you have 5 hours for a party. Now, can you do 4 parties in a week? 4 parties times 5 hours is 20 hours. 20 hours in the week is definitely part-time. Now, what do you make if you do 4 parties in a week? Average party sales are about 25 pieces, okay? So 4 parties in a week equals 100 pieces sold in a week. There are 52 weeks in a year, but we're going to give you 2 weeks off. Aren't you fucking nice? So 50 weeks take 100 pieces. That's 500 pieces sold in a year. Average profit is $12 to $15 per item. That's $60,000 to $75,000 a year working 20 hours a week. CEO Hunbot math. She also made lifestyle income claims during opportunity calls, which are designed to recruit new consultants, opportunity events designed to motivate consultants to recruit others, and in her lovely webinars put on by the existing consultants. this is what was said. You are going to make about 3,000 to 5,000 on average. I'm saying on average. You know, you're gonna have to get yourself going. Your business will start to grow. It will grow and grow and grow. On average, our consultants are paying their debt back anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months, depending on how much you want to commit to. In fact, today I was making calls. I reached out to 25 retailers that are selling on average of 12 to 15. Correct. I mean, not 12 to 15, you know, 10 to 15,000 a month. Little mistakeys. I mean, is that comprehensible or what? It's amazing to make that kind of money doing it part-time, being a stay-at-home mom. By the way, I didn't make the mistake. She actually did in her speech. I mean, I could blow your mind away by telling you that we have over 100 people that make a lot of money. Like between $50,000 to $500,000 a month. And I'm not lying. I always trust the woman that says, I'm not lying. What really affects me is when women call me and say, my husband just lost his job, so I guess I'm in. And they say, do you think I can do it, Deanne? And I get my pom-poms out and say, but don't you see this is an answer? This is easy. This is fun. This is something you guys can do together, and he can watch the kids while you go and do parties. Hashtag feminism. She didn't say hashtag feminism. I added that part in. This is a business that is going to bring in a lot of money for you. A lot of money. I mean a lot. I'm going to say that over. Not and over. She just ends. I'm going to say that over. Okay, Deanne. At a pop-up boutique, we see an average sales volume of around 20 items with an average profit of $15 per item. Fuck you, Deanne. Defendants' training materials also emphasize recruiting over bona fide retail sales. They used to say, you know, flaunt your success in order to recruit others. And the training materials say, by sharing your success stories with others around you, you allow that success to grow. Share the opportunity. LuLaRoe believes that anyone, anywhere has the ability to share the amazing opportunity LuLaRoe has to offer. One direct way to ensure that your LuLaRoe business will succeed is by growing your clientele and your potential team. I don't know why they do TEAM. Like, anyone tell me in the comments down below? People are intrigued and excited by another's personal triumphs. Share with those interested about your success and how they too can have a business of their own and the freedom that comes with it. And then, of course, it says that although it is against LuLaRoe's written policies and procedures for consultants to make income claims, defendants encourage consultants to make income and lifestyle claims and flaunt their success in order to recruit additional consultants. At several opportunity events, Defendant Brady, Deanne, led panels and asked top consultants to present their leadership bonus checks publicly, like we talked about, which were much larger than the amount of profits earned from retail sales. On July 13, 2015, defendants Stidham and Brady publicly presented a consultant and her husband an oversized bonus check at Vision Leadership Conference in the amount of $1,425,701.18, creating the impression that other consultants could also achieve such income through the LuLaRoe program. Defendants Stidham and Brady posed with the consultants for a photo with the check, which was then posted on a consultant's blog site designed to recruit additional consultants. Got a whole website for that, do we? Now, the thing about LuLaRoe is that they have been failing to post on its website a published annual disclosure statement since 2014. Okay? They had an intentional failure to publish the 2017 income statements and leave up the 2016 income statements, which was not reflective of 2017 when business declined, misled consultants into purchasing more products. They're also being accused of making consultants do inventory loading, like we talked about, because they were made to continue to buy more to sell more. And they used to tell people having a wide selection will lead to more customer engagement and bigger sales. It is crucial that you carry a significant number of pieces in every size before moving on to other styles. We have found that our consultants who carry several hundred items in their inventory have the highest rate of success because they have such high personal sales volume. Could that be part of it? Of course, there are no set in stone rules, and you may proceed at your own pace, but we have learned that abundant inventory often creates abundant sales. See what they did there? And in a November 14th, 2016 mentor call, Deanne said, the way this business was created was you have the merchandise, you put it before people and you sell it, and you have money in your bank account. This is how this business goes, and the more investment that you put into your business, you treating it like a business. It's not your own business, Diane. Jesus. The first 90 days to 120 days, you do not spend your money. Sorry, you can buy an ice cream cone once, or a Diet Coke, or a cup of coffee and gas. You pour everything back into your business. Well, this kind of business is driven by the more you invest in your business, the more you have, the more you are going to sell it. So I want to reach out to you and let you know and give you permission that this is a business that is going to bring in a lot of money for you. A lot. I mean, a lot. I'm going to say that over. Despite encouraging consultants to maintain a very large variety of inventory, LuLaRoe does not permit consultants to select the pattern or size of their merchandise ordered. So how are you supposed to get a piece in every single size, Deanne? How? Someone explain. At least 33 pieces of inventory must be purchased from LuLaRoe for each shipment. Consultants may not specify the size or print of an inventory order. Thus, in order to obtain merchandise of a particular size or print, such as particularly desirable unicorn piece, consultants were required to buy, but could only hope to receive specific desirable sizes or prints. So not only do you have to order a bunch on your own personal volume, but you don't get to then pick what size or patterns you're getting. So you could get stuck with a whole bunch of pants that are way too small for you, way too big for you, dresses you're swimming in, and that's just too bad. And then she says, get one in every single size. How? How, Deanne? Just keep buying and buying and buying and praying for the best, hoping that I get that size. I see you, Deanne. I see how you're working. They also messed up people with the refund policy. It's very similar to what happened the last time, where the consultants were led to believe that they will receive a 90% refund upon returning all LuLaRoe items. Plaintiff and other class members believe that there was low risk in proceeding to sell LuLaRoe products because of the 90% refund policy. So, if you invested $5,000 but you were unable to sell any product, that consultant believed that upon return, she would receive $4,500, so they're only really risking $500. By the way, I don't even want to risk $500, just saying. But on April 25th, 2017, in order to induce more purchases of LuLaRoe product, LuLaRoe announced it would be changing its 90% policy to 100% and committed to paying for return shipping. LuLaRoe made representations that the revised 100% policy would not go away. On June 30th, 2017, LuLaRoe deceptively posts a home office update on LuLaRoe's online portal, Build. That's what they called it, really, Build. Build yourself into debt. This policy does not have an expiration date, nor does it have a required time frame in which the product should have been purchased in. However, without any advance notice to the consultants, LuLaRoe announced on September 13th, 2017, that it would no longer honor the 100% refund policy. Sorry, we're not going to honor it anymore. Good luck. And plaintiff is informed and believed that many of the LuLaRoe consultants that did submit their merchandise to LuLaRoe are still waiting months, if not more than a year, to receive their refund check. As we know, LuLaRoe also provided items that were improperly stored outside and were unsaleable when received by the consultants. LuLaRoe failed to disclose to consultants that the quality was declining and that the merchandise was improperly stored. And they continued people to keep on buying that inventory. Now, of course, the plaintiff here was misled by LuLaRoe, and the whole case also goes around the whole fact that the plaintiff says that they would not have joined LuLaRoe or purchased any additional LuLaRoe products at all had they known the truth and not been misled by everything that the company was promising them. So, the class action allegations. Plaintiff brings this action as a class action under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 23. The plaintiff seeks to represent a nationwide class defined as follows: all LuLaRoe consultants in the United States from January 1st, 2013 until the present. So, if you're in LuLaRoe right now and you want to leave and then jump into a lawsuit, you might be able to now. Plaintiff also seeks to represent the following subclasses: all LuLaRoe consultants in the United States from January 1st, 2013 until the present that still have LuLaRoe product in their possession, custody, or control that can be returned to LuLaRoe. All LuLaRoe consultants in the United States from January 1st, 2013 until the present who sold or gave away a LuLaRoe item that the consultant purchased from LuLaRoe. Now, of course, those who were a part of the last lawsuit are not included in this one. And if you were a mentor, coach, or trainer, you are also not eligible. Plaintiff seeks relief for herself and all members of the class. While the exact number of members in the class are unknown to plaintiff at this time and can only be determined by appropriate discovery, membership in the class is ascertainable based upon the records maintained by defendants. It is estimated that the members of the class exceed 25,000 individuals. Therefore, the class is so numerous that individual joinder of all class members is impracticable under Federal R. Civil P. 23A1. There are questions of law and or fact common to the class, including but not limited to whether defendants are operating an endless chain, whether consultants paid money to defendants for 1, the right to sell a product, and 2, the right to receive in return for recruiting others rewards which were unrelated to the sale of the product to retail customers, whether defendants have met the factors set forth in the Amway Corp. 93 FTC 618 1979 that 1. Upline distributors are required to buy back from any person they recruited any saleable unsold inventory upon the recruits leaving the enterprise, and 2. Every participant is required to sell at wholesale or retail at least 70% of the products bought in a given month to receive a bonus that month, and 3, to receive a bonus, each participant was required to submit proof of retail sales made to at least 10 different consumers. Whether defendants admitted to inform plaintiff and the class that they were entering into an illegal scheme where an overwhelming number of participants lose money. Whether it was deceptive to represent to consultants that if they buy more, they will sell more. Whether it was fraudulent and unfair to promise consultants that defendants will honor a 100% return policy, which was not honored. Whether defendants acted deceptively and or unfairly by failing to inform consultants about the decline in the quality of the products and the improper storage of clothing. Whether it was deceptive and or unfair for defendants to intentionally include only a few popular items in each shipment. Would be good to know, huh? Whether it was deceptive and or unfair to omit a 2017 income statement from the website and provide only a 2016 income statement, which is the only one that they've posted. Whether the defendant's conduct constitutes an unlawful, unfair, and or deceptive trade practice under California state law. Whether defendant's conduct constitutes unfair competition under California state law. Whether defendant's conduct constitutes false advertising under California state law, and whether LuLaRoe violated rules regarding seller-assisted marketing plans under California law. These and other questions of law and or fact are common to the class and predominate over any question affecting only individual class members. Plaintiff's claims are typical of the claims of the class in that, among other things, plaintiff was a consultant for the defendants. Plaintiff will fairly and adequately represent the interests of the class. Plaintiff's claims are typical of those of the class. Plaintiff's interests are fully aligned with those of the class, and plaintiff has retained counsel experienced and skilled in complex class action litigation. Class action treatment is superior to the alternatives for the fair and efficient adjudication of the controversy alleged, because such treatment will allow many similarly situated persons to pursue their common claims in a single forum simultaneously, efficiently, and without unnecessary duplication of evidence, effort, and expense that numerous individual actions would engender. Plaintiff knows of no difficulty likely to be encountered in the management that would preclude its maintenance as a class action. Prayer for relief. The named plaintiff and the plaintiff class request the following relief. Certification of the class, a jury trial and judgment against defendants, rescission of the agreements upon which the scheme is based, and recovery of all consideration paid pursuant to the scheme, less any amounts paid or consideration provided to the participant pursuant to the scheme. Notice how they're calling it a scheme. Damages for the financial losses incurred by plaintiff and by the class, so anyone can get financial losses, and subclasses because of the defendant's conduct and for injury to their business and property, restitution and disgorgement of monies, temporary and permanent injunctive relief, enjoining defendants from promoting a seller-assisted marketing plan in violation of the Civil Code and from continuing to make misrepresentations and omit material facts. Exemplary damages pursuant to the Civil Code, the cost of suit including reasonable attorney's fees under the California Code of Civil Procedure, Civil Code, and otherwise by law. For damages in an amount yet to be ascertained as allowed by law. Treble damage under 18 U.S.C. 1964 C, and for such other damages, relief, and pre- and post-judgment interest as the court may deem just and proper. And like I said, they are demanding a full jury trial for this. So what does this mean? This means that LuLaRoe is being sued for very similar things that they were sued for the last time, and they want a jury to come and get them in trouble for everything that they were doing. I'd love to see that on like court TV, you know, them taking on LuLaRoe. So I am going to, of course, be paying attention to this one, just like I have been paying attention to LuLaRoe for a while. I'm sorry this video is slightly late. I know that this happened, you know, at the end of February. I was just kind of seeing if anything else came out with it. And of course, the whole lawsuit came out at the end of March. I've kind of been holding on to it, and now we're talking about it today. So, yeah. I am excited to see where this goes. I really do wish that this lawsuit would just shut them down. At this point, you know, they've been sued now in 2 very large class action lawsuits, and it is time for them to just shut down as a company, stop ripping people off, stop making people sign up for their pyramid scheme, and just, you know, LuLaRoe, no, just stop. Just stop it. Again, Deanne and Mark are not the greatest people. I am maybe going to dive into that again in future, but do check out my other videos that I have done on them, because you will see not good people. The last time that they got sued, they actually tried to take off. Not joking. So let's see if they try to take off again, you know. So far, they haven't taken off, but they also have not, because I was waiting to see. I gave them enough time, okay? They have not told the consultants that they have under them right now that they are being sued. Why, you ask? Well, they don't want them to quit. They want them to keep recruiting, keep buying more to sell more. So, you know, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for them to let their consultants know there's a lawsuit and that they are getting sued again for being a pyramid scheme but there's nothing. So anytime, Mark and Deanne, anytime you want to let your consultants know, we're all waiting. So this is my semi plain look again today. I don't do a lot of makeup. You know, my eyebrows are looking all right. They're starting to grow in a lot more. Fix them up a little bit. But other than that, I'm pretty much done. Not really doing much. So don't really want to like make up the whole face, you know. So we just did some cover up, a little bit of powder, Revlon mascara, of course, Wet n Wild eyeliner, and off I go. I'm not even gonna contour because y'all know I don't know how to do that. If you, again, want to see my other makeup videos, you'll see what I mean. So I hope that you enjoyed this video where we discuss the lawsuit. Again, I will leave the link down below, so if you want to go read the whole thing, then you can. But this video would have been 5 hours long if we actually sat and read through the whole thing. So I just kind of wanted to give a really quick summary of the main points in it. And I hope that I have done a good job of that for all you guys today. Please do give me a like if you think that I did. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think should happen in this. Do you think that part of the lawsuit should be that LuLaRoe just shuts down? Wouldn't you love to just tell Deanne to just shut up, you know? And to stop being a freaking MLM company that rips everyone off? How do you want this to go? Let me know down below. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Again, take care. This is my makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon. Bye. And don't join LuLaRoe. It is a pyramid scheme that's getting sued. 90 days to 120 days, you do not spend your money. Sorry, you can buy an ice cream cone once, or a Diet Coke, or a cup of coffee and gas. You pour everything back into your business. Well, this kind of business is driven by the more you invest in your business, the more you have, the more you are going to sell it. So I want to reach out to you and let you know and give you permission that this is a business that is going to bring in a lot of money for you. A lot. I mean, a lot. I'm going to say that over. Just keep buying and buying and buying and praying for the best, hoping that I get that size. I see you, Deanne. I see how you're working. Fuck you, Deanne. Assholes. Good luck. Assholes.